Everyone's hopping on the AI video train right now, churning out snackable clips, ads, and straight-up viral content faster than ever before. But with dozens of generators, models, and niche apps popping up, it gets messy real quick trying to figure out which ones actually make thumb-stopping videos. Having spent the last few years deep in this space building virtual humans and training scenarios for enterprise clients, I've personally tested most of the major players, so you don't have to. Today, I'll walk you through the tools I keep going back to, the reasons why I use them, and where one specific tool fits in for long-form creators wanting short-form wins. Quick note before we dive in, I'm not here to blindly hype one single tool. Some platforms are insane at certain things and absolutely terrible at others. I'll call out the real limitations like price, workflow friction, or missing scheduling features because that's what actually kills creator momentum. All right, let's go. First up is a tool built specifically for generating ads and UGC-style content. We're talking about Clipyard. If you want dozens of selfie-style shorts generated from a single script, this platform is brilliant. Their in-house image models create these gritty, real-camera stills, which they then animate with lip sync and gesture loops. There's a batch campaign builder that can spit out 15, 30, or even 100 videos in one go, which is genuinely wild for ad testing. The main downside is that it's pricey. Entry plans start high and scale fast, so it's ultimately better for businesses or creators who already have a tight ad funnel and the budget to burn. Also, its hyper-real UGC look is fantastic for social breaks, but it's less about trimming long-form content into meaningful clips. It's more focused on generating bespoke, short-form creatives from scratch. Next up is the V3 family from Google, which powers those cinematic, film-grade, 1080p AI clips you see online. The realism from V3 is top tier, offering optional sound effects, strong lip sync, and real production polish. The big catch, however, is the cost. A single 10-second V3 clip can be shockingly expensive depending on your usage tier. That said, many tools integrate V3 under the hood, meaning you sometimes get access to the model indirectly. V3 is a great creative resource for those high-impact shorts or crucial hero content, but it's not practical for high-volume repurposing of long videos unless you have significant budget to spare. Runway, utilizing gen models in Act 1, is probably the most fun to experiment with for character animation and creative scene manipulation. Their timeline, masking tools, motion brush, and voice clone options make it incredibly powerful if you want to craft bespoke scenes manually. It remains relatively affordable at the entry levels for high-fidelity creative work. The trade-off is that credit accounting can feel complex when you start mixing different models together. Furthermore, the API can be a bit tucked away unless you go through established third-party integrations. That complexity really matters when you're trying to automate thousands of clips from long recordings. It's brilliant for one-off cinematic edits, but less so for high-throughput content pipelines. Leonardo pivoted from amazing image generation into video, and their flow state panel is fantastic for iterating multiple variations extremely fast. If you are already deep in Leonardo for imagery, the video add-ons feel very natural with great style control and fine-tuning models. The primary downside is credit burn, as some video models unexpectedly chew through credits when you are mass-generating clips. That makes it less predictable for continuous repurposing compared to tools built specifically for efficient clip extraction. OpenAI's Sora, along with its turbo variant, brought text-to-video into chat interfaces with surprisingly polished outputs and a nice storyboard approach. For creators, the user interface makes building those multi-shot scenes intuitive using a mix of text, image, and video prompts. The limitations include inconsistent availability by region, annoying watermarks on lower tiers, and free trials that run out remarkably fast. It's excellent for experimentation and concepting new ideas, but for a daily driver posting consistent short-form content, many creators hit playback limits and watermark walls. Let's talk about Kling, which is a low-cost but very capable generator that punches way above its expected weight class. It offers strong stylized motion, great lip sync, and some cool prompt-driven visual effects. The earlier model versions had a certain gritty fidelity that many creators absolutely loved, though newer releases smoothed the motion out a bit too much for some. Its real selling point is accessibility, as the credit pricing makes it viable for creators who want to test many variations without financially breaking the bank. If you're making lots of experimental clips, Kling is definitely worth a closer look. SeedDance, specifically the community fork, stands out as the open source darling for video generation right now. It gives surprising control through options like mobile versus fixed camera modes and delivers video quality that rivals much pricier models. The major hurdle is that it isn't truly plug and play for users who aren't technically inclined. If you are comfortable with APIs and platforms like Replicate, you can save buckets of money and achieve near V3 level outputs. For creators who aren't deeply developer savvy though, the onboarding friction for SeedDance is a very real barrier. Then there are lighter, more social-first platforms like Pika-style apps, which are incredibly fast but often feature-limited. These tools let you crank out 5 to 10-second loops with quick visualizers and a variety of aspect ratios, which is great. They are fantastic for those lightning creative bursts and social media teasers, but many of them lack advanced features like robust lip sync or multi-platform scheduling. That makes them fun for occasional use, but not ideal for creators who need a steady, optimized pipeline of content for posting. Pix and similar suites offer really smooth transitions, cool fusion effects, and robust keyframe controls. They are priced quite sensibly, usually including a free tier to try things out and paid plans for watermark-free 1080p exports. The main friction point is that higher resolution exports often sit firmly behind that paywall, so you can tinker for free but pay when you need final quality content at scale. Still, for creators chasing polished motion and clean transitions without building everything from scratch, they are a great tool to have in the arsenal. Luma Dream Machine, using ray models, is a niche powerhouse for realistic physics and light simulation. Some of its standout features, like the modify video function where you can replace motion inside an uploaded clip, are genuinely game-changing. The downside is restrictive clip length caps and credit limits that make it better suited for short, beautiful output rather than any kind of bulk production. If your focus is on creating standout visual demos or short hero shots, this tool is fantastic. However, if you need dozens of clips every single week, it quickly becomes both expensive and constrained. Okay, those are some of the heavy hitters and the more creative options available right now. Now, for the part most creators actually care about, how do you turn long-form content like podcasts or webinars into stacks of viral-ready shorts without destroying your time or budget? That is exactly where a tool like Vizard becomes the secret sauce for your workflow. Here's the simple thing. Most of the tools we just discussed are amazing at generating brand new short pieces or stylized avatars, but they are not built to take a 2-hour talk, auto-extract the 30 best moments, caption them, optimize them for every aspect ratio, and then schedule them across all your socials. That specific gap, bridging long-form production to scalable short-form publishing, is precisely what Vizard is built to fill. Vizard changes the game in 3 core ways for you. First, the auto-edit viral clips feature means you stop manually scrubbing through hours of footage to find the gold. It automatically detects the high-energy, shareable moments and turns them into ready-to-post clips without any tedious manual work. The AI intelligently picks up on emotional spikes, punchlines, and clear teaching points, basically the stuff that actually performs well on social media. Second, the auto-schedule function means you set the posting cadence once, and Vizard queues and publishes the clips automatically for you. This eliminates the need to juggle spreadsheets, save drafts, or worry about random, inconsistent upload times. The AI handles the timing so your channel stays consistent, even on the weeks you are completely buried in actual work. Third, the centralized content calendar keeps every clip, caption, and scheduled post organized in one single, easy-to-view dashboard. You can edit, reshuffle, or reassign content across different platforms right from that same central dashboard. This calendar view is the practical difference between having a bunch of good clips and actually turning them into a true growth-focused publishing strategy. Let me be crystal clear. Vizard is not trying to replace those fancy cinematic models like V3 or Runway. If you need that specific highly stylized hero clip or a fully custom avatar ad, you might still hop into another specialized stack. But if you produce long-form episodes and want to maximize your reach without hiring an editor or learning a dozen separate apps, Vizard gives you consistent output with significantly less friction. Here is a real-world example. I worked with a creator producing hour-long weekly interviews. Before Vizard, they were manually clipping and captioning highlights, resulting in only 1 or 2 posts a week if they were lucky. After switching, they instantly started getting 8 to 12 optimized clips per episode, vertical TikToks, YouTube Shorts, and Instagram edits, all scheduled out across the month. Engagement quadrupled, and they finally had a steady pipeline to test thumbnail variations and captions without the constant content calendar chaos. Compare that workflow to others. Using Runway or V3 for every single clip looks amazing, but the costs explode and the process fragments across multiple tools. Tools like Clipyard or Kling can mass generate short content, but they excel at scripted UGC or stylized ads rather than pulling meaningful moments from a live conversation. And platforms built for pure creative experimentation often lack the crucial posting automation or a centralized content calendar you need for consistency. Here are a couple of practical tips for using Vizard alongside your other favorite tools in your stack. First, use Vizard to extract and schedule your raw, high-potential moments. Let the AI surface the best bits for you. For just a few standout clips, you can then take those Vizard exports into a higher-tier model for cinematic upgrades or bespoke branding treatments. Keep your overall content calendar lean by letting the AI suggest the posting cadence, but always keep a human in the loop for seasonal hooks or major launches. If you are still testing where to even start in this massive AI landscape, just grab the free tiers of a couple of tools and begin experimenting. Try Clipyard if you sell products and need ad-style UGC immediately. Try Runway or V3 if your primary goal is creating that stunning cinematic hero content. Try Kling or SeedDance for those budget-savvy experimental clips where vibe matters more than perfection. But if you're producing long-form shows and your main goal is consistent low-effort short-form output, especially if you care about scheduling, Vizard is the practical choice that scales. All right, that's the entire rundown of what's out there and how to actually use it effectively. I've thrown all the links in the description below so you can immediately try these tools out for yourself, because free tiers are your absolute best friend here. Go test a few different workflows and then come back and tell me what creative combo worked best for your specific needs. If you found this breakdown useful and want more tool reviews and workflow tips that actually save you precious time, please hit that subscribe button. Try scheduling just 1 week's worth of content automatically with Vizard and then watch what happens to your overall growth. Thanks so much for sticking with me through this deep dive. I'll catch you in the next video.